Hey everybody, Crotalus the Paleo Gamer here. I'm changing my handle a little bit for YouTube. I think it's a little more specific to the kind of videos I do, just changing it away from the name that I've used in a lot of chats and discords and other games and that kind of thing. So we are exploring the Redwoods and looking for one of my favorite creatures in the game, Archaeopteryx. And as you can see, we found a few here. They're really neat little critters. I don't really have the means to tame any right now. I'm just kind of checking them out. I was a little bored doing other things and just wanted to kind of fly around the Redwoods and look at Archaeopteryx. So there's quite a few on these trees here, but there's some pretty cool things about them. You can use them to glide. If you're holding onto one and jump off a cliff, you kind of gradually glide, actually quite a ways. The main reason I'm looking at these is because their eggs are the main ingredient in the kibble you use to tame Diplocalus with high taming effectiveness. And ever since I lost, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. No, ever since I lost that Diplocalus, the unnamed Diplocalus, I've been looking for means to get a new one, so rather than spending the amber on Soothing Balm, I think I'm going to just try to get an Archaeopteryx or two. I also really like them, so I might even breed them or something. And there seem to be quite a few here. They're kind of difficult. I mean, they're jumping around in these trees, as you can see, but I love them. I love the small, feathered, bird-like dinosaurs, and so this is kind of one of those birds, a very, very early bird that still looks very dinosaur-like, and I really dig it. So anyway, let's see if I can pick it up. They can be picked up by pteranodons because they are small, but I know I picked it up because it came off the tree. But it looks like it's an imperfect art. It does seem like sometimes when you pick them up, they just kind of jump out real quick. So I'm not sure if that's going to be an option or not when I actually come back to tame one. But very cool little dudes. Guess what happened? I died again. This time it wasn't really my fault though. So what happened was I was flying up high there in the Redwoods on my Pteranodon and the game crashed. And if you know, if you played Ark Mobile long enough, you probably realize that if you reload the game after having closed it down, you are no longer mounted on anything you were mounted on, and nothing that was sitting on your shoulder is sitting on your shoulder. So basically you separate from any creatures that you were somehow connected to. So of course I separated from my Pteranodon midair way up in the Redwoods and fell to my death. So yes, I died again. No, I don't count this one as being my fault. So I'm a little sore about it. I've got a whole lot of stuff on me. I did not intend on dying. I was trying to be very careful in the Redwoods. It's a very dangerous place. I certainly didn't intend to just fall off my Pteranodon. Fortunately, though, we've got this shiny new Pelagornis. It doesn't have a saddle, but I went ahead and spent the old amber to get it one, and I hadn't actually even planned on using this thing, riding it around, but now it becomes my only means to quickly get back to my Pteranodon in the forest and get all my stuff back. So as you can see, this is going to take a while. This is a slow mount, and it's quite a ways from the east coast where I am all the way into the Redwoods. But we're going to get there, and we're going to hope there isn't like a pack of Allosaurus around my body. Still moving along here, very, very slow pace. This is, I think this is where I had that failed Doedicurus taming event where the T-Rex came in and went at me. A lot of dangerous stuff in there, Spinos and Rexes. But here we're getting to the edge of the swamp, right before the Redwoods, which I can see, and I can see my beacon there. But as you can see, my stamina is draining on this thing. I've already had to land like 2 or 3 times. It's so slow, and its stamina is only, moderately good. Pteranodon outclasses this thing in every possible way, except it can't land on water in terms of a flying mount. It's kind of cute, hops around like a big albatross or seagull, which is more or less what it is. So finally making it back to my body, and I'm not seeing, I think there's a Sarco in that pond, but I'm not seeing anything else. Hey, my Pteranodon! Diligently watching over my dead corpse. Look at that. I love this Pteranodon. I'm actually really surprised at how hardy the Pteranodons in this game are. I expected them to be very flimsy, fast mounts, but this thing's got some survivability. So let's get out of here and get back to base and maybe make some preparations. I have re-entered the Redwoods a tad more prepared than I was last time, I believe, or at least I think I'm good to go for taming an Archaeopteryx. I've made up some Pelagornis kibble so I can get a high taming effectiveness. I did that with the Pelagornis I tamed in the last video. And so I've got a nice high-level male here. That's a miss. Let's try again. I'm afraid to get close and scare it off because once they go up those trees, there we go. Got him in the bulla. I think it's 28 actually. I nice high-level male. So, I mean, obviously I want a female for the eggs, but I just love these things. So I think I'm going to go ahead and tame this male for breeding purposes. I'd like to breed up a really nice Archaeopteryx. Yes, I know it's not really useful in especially single player for a whole lot. But, you know, to be honest, I just like taming the creatures that I like and that I think are interesting. And don't really care. Like, I don't even really want a Rex at all. I know they're really strong, but I don't like the look of them in this game, and yeah. So, let me grab the... Oh, come on. I forgot the kibble. Man, and I don't even have... I don't even think I have that much so I can keep it knocked down with. Ah. Yup. Okay. Well, I guess I probably lost this Archaeopteryx, but I may go ahead and try to bolt back to base. See if I can't. Man, I mean, I have like 2 narco berries. I'm gonna have to just get back to base and really go fast and hope that I can get. Yeah, I thought maybe I could pick it up and carry it. I was a pipe dream. Can't pick up knocked out things. That would be nice. But anyway, I'm gonna have to run back to base. I really just want to be able to pick it up, but it's not working. Man. Yep, I don't have anything I can do with this. I don't know how fast their hunger goes down either, but I really want a high taming effectiveness on this one, so I think I'll just feed it the 2 narco berries I have, and then hope for the best. I don't think there's any way I'm going to get back before it wakes up. Well, I didn't make it back before it woke up. Actually, I have no idea what happened. I couldn't find it. I looked around quite a bit, but I found some others around here. I'm kind of playing around with the mechanics of picking these things up again, see if I can carry it somewhere else. I'm just curious how everything works about picking these critters up, because it seems like they escape, actually. Like, I would think that once I have it, as long as my stamina doesn't deplete, I should be able to carry it wherever I want. But as you'll see here, let me see. I still got it. Maybe, okay, hold on. Wait for it. They kept, there we go. See, it's gone now. It got out. I've not had other creatures do this, although I guess I'm still fairly new at this game, but Archaeopteryx really seems like it can pretty easily jump out of your talons when you grab it. And, you know, that last one that I knocked out and almost, you know, would have tamed if I had Gibble on me, that one I was able to pretty easily knock out without even needing to mess with it, but I've tried since then, and I can't even get close to them. They just get up in these trees, and then I can't, I mean, there's no way I'm hitting them with a bola this high up, at least not reliably. So I keep trying to bring them down, and I can bring them down to the ground, but they almost immediately scramble back up a tree. So I think I got really lucky with that high-level male that I found on the ground that wasn't even, I think it was just 1 tree nearby. And I got, yeah, I just, this is really kind of a pain. I love the mechanics, I love watching them, I love their animation, I love how they fly around. I hate how they jump out of my talons. I'm just trying to take this one down to the ground fast. See, it jumped out. There it was. And it came out. Oh, Titanomira. I hate these things. Well, I should say, I used to hate them more than I do now. Once I'm in my Pteranodon, I can just sort of eat them very quickly. But on foot, those things were an annoyance. So, not sure what I'm going to do about this. Ah, leave me alone. Little tiny ones on the ground still. I need the chitin though, because actually Archaeopteryx only eats chitin once it's tamed. So that's maybe sounds like kind of a pain, but chitin doesn't expire. It doesn't run out. So that's the nice thing, is if you can get a whole bunch of chitin, you just stack it on the Archie, and it's good for a long, long time. So I don't mind that. I actually don't mind. It's pretty easy to come by, especially with the Diplocaulus to hunt trilobites. Now, if only the trilobites spawned more frequently like they do in the console version. In mobile, their spawn rates seem to be really, really stinking low. But 1 trilobite gives quite a bit of chitin. If I can get a handful, that'll feed an Archaeopteryx for a long time. So I think breeding these things would be easy, and keeping them will be easy too. In the... Oh, see, it jumped! Jumped right out! Look at that! Now, it did bring it to the ground, but watch this. I bet it goes right to the tree. Oh, that's level... Was that level 20? Hold on, I think that was level 20. Let's see if I can bola it down. Wait, there it is. Ah! These things! They're so frustrating. Maybe I can hit it up there. Ah, I fell short. I mean, I could keep making bolas, but this is... And look at that. It flies. I have to throw this thing now because I already wound it up. I don't even see it anymore. I think I'm just going to have to throw it into the air. There. It looks like... Yep, nope, missed again. Well... These things are really frustrating me. Alright, I know this has to be close to where I had that 28 male earlier, who may have just died. I guess he could have starved, because there's that Procoptodon that was here. And those things aren't super common, so I bet it's the same one. This is the same part of the map, same side of the mountain, Procoptodon. I mean, it could have moved around a little bit. It was higher up the mountain earlier, but I already looked there and didn't see it. I'm just not... This might look like a... it's Pulmonoscorpius. I'd really like to find that level 28 male again, because I'm not seeing... Most of the Archies I'm running into are lower level, below 20, which is... If I'm wanting to breed him, I really would love to get something close to level 30, like that level 28 male. It's a bummer. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to settle here. I'm certain this is right where that level 28 male was earlier, and I cannot find him. So he's got to be dead or gone or something. But I found a similar looking Archaeopteryx that happens to be a lower level female. So, while it's not as high level, it is a female, so it can give me eggs, and I'm going to go ahead and go for it. And it's on the ground, so I'm kind of tired of this. So, going for the headshots for a quick down. The other one took quite a few arrows. I was surprised, but this one having less health and being a little lower level. There we go. Did not want to shoot that more times than I needed to. So level 17, not terrible, but not great. I'm still going to kibble tame it just to get the best stats out of it that I can. And I have the kibble. I went to all the trouble. I'm going to tame this thing right. So there's my Pelagornis egg kibble. And I don't know how much it's going to take. I don't really want it to eat it all. Whoa! That was quick. Wow. That, no waiting on that one. That's cool. I love these things. Yeah. Okay, so I'll go ahead and screenshot that just to check later. Poor gal still got an arrow sticking out of her head. That's a shame. I really love the look of these things. I love feathered dinosaurs and proto-birds for some reason. I really dig them. I think I'm going to try to carry her back and hope that the tame ones don't jump out of my talons. I mean, they shouldn't. The jumping out of the talons thing has got to be a wild one trying to get away. So it looks like she's staying put, and this could be a bit of a process to take her all the way back, but I just don't see it working out well at all if I tried to do it on foot or running around with her in hand. I just do not see that working. So, let's get her back to base, and we'll check in then. Surprisingly, we made it back to base safe. Got the Archaeopteryx back here, right safe sound where it belongs. That worked a lot better than I thought. I had to just kind of drop down 2 or 3 times in a safe zone, and worked great. Loving this little critter. I kind of want to try out its gliding ability, because I've never actually gotten to do it. I just sort of know what it does. It looks a little goofy, but we're going to jump on the turtle and... Whoa! Man, I hardly had to get off the ground at all, and she's just taken me... Almost feels like I'm going up, but I think just the fact that my building is slightly downhill from where I started. But this is great. I mean, you practically fly with a slight drop. I mean, it's gliding, but it just is more than I expected. So, yeah, pretty happy with her. Love the look of this critter. Like, I can't say enough about how much I love these, I guess, more realistic-looking prehistoric critters with feathers. It really irks me that the raptors don't have more feathers. And I know, a lot of people like it in Jurassic Park and all that stuff. But I really like my raptor-type things and proto-birds to be fully feathered. And, yeah, that's why I like this Archaeopteryx. I would love them to add Troodons and Microraptors, which I'm sure nobody else feels that way about. But I just like their look. I know they're horribly annoying in the main console games, but I can't wait for them to be added to mobile just because I love the little feathered critters. So anyway... Yeah, loving this thing. I've neglected giving names to things lately, but this beautiful little creature is definitely deserving of a good name. So, a gorgeous little flying creature like this, a perfect name for it, seems like Angel. So we're going to call this Archaeopteryx Angel. And hopefully we'll be able to find a high-level male and maybe even a higher-level female and do some breeding at a later point. Alright everybody, thanks for checking in. Hope you enjoyed playing in the Redwoods with Archaeopteryx as much as I did. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed, and check in next time for the next installment.